Hey guys, welcome to That Game Show, the show that talks about all the stuff in the nerd world and all the stuff in between. I am your host, Chase Bunker. Joining me today, he is the half-Asian sensation. He is Curtis Coe.
Hello, everyone.
He's evolved into Player 3 this week, thanks to the Firestone. It's Daniel Clegg.
Pokemon reference, nice.
Yes.
Hi, friends. How's it going?
Thank you guys for joining me on the show today, and thank you guys for watching, whether it's on YouTube, Screw Attack, Podcast Garden, or any of the other websites I've mentioned, TuneIn, Stitcher, all that stuff. Thank you for making us a part of your day. All right, so first off, we'll start off with some tiny but cool news. Steam is now going to be offering refunds, and with the Steam sale coming up June 11th, that's going to be kind of good timing. They said the refunds have to come within 2 weeks of the purchase, and you cannot have logged more than 2 hours on it. And it only works for sales directly through Steam. So not any other website, but through Steam. So guys, what do you think of this? Is it about time, or is this going to hurt some indie devs? We'll start off with Curtis.
I think it's going to hurt some indie devs. My concern is I can think of 2 games in my library that are less than 2 hours. And if people beat it, they're going to turn it back in and be like, oh, it only took me 2 hours or an hour and a half to beat this game. And I paid dollars for this game.
I hadn't thought of that. If the game's duration is meant to be less than 3 hours or something, yeah.
And especially if it's like less, I feel like there needs to be a monetary cap on it. Or I should say floor, I guess is the right word. Because some games that are like $10 are meant to be like an hour, 2 hour games, and I think and some of them are really good, and those are the games that are going to get hurt the most out of this.
Because as much as I make fun of it, Gone Home I beat it in 90 minutes. So you're going to have developers like them get kind of screwed over because they're like, oh, I beat the game, now I just wasted $20. And some people like it. Some people absolutely love the game. I did not, but I wouldn't be one of those people who's like, you know what? Screw it. I want my refund back, blah blah blah. But there are people that are going to exploit that. Yeah,
to your point, I'm kind of wondering if it should be like an hour. Because I feel like an hour played on a game, even if you're just learning it and messing around with it, I feel like that can give you a good indicator whether you like the game or you hate the game. But 2 hours for some games, that's the whole damn game. Well, pardon my French. It's the whole darn game.
I mean, like, for example, Speedrunners is a game that has limited replayability, I suppose, but you can experience all the levels in half an hour. Or what was that other game? Nidhogg, that fencing game.
Yeah.
It's a great game, but once you've played through all 4 levels, I mean, you can play against a different person. But that's it. So I could see people, you're right, buying the game, seeing the experience for an hour, and then getting a refund.
And let's go even further. Let's say you have a game that I want to play, right? With you, I buy the game, and when I'm done playing with you, after an hour, I sell the game back to Steam. Like, let's say it's a multiplayer game like Killing Floor 2 or Monaco or some other like smaller title.
You're right. I wonder if they will have either what's the word I'm looking for? Like you can only do it so many times within a duration.
Yeah,
you can only refund 2 games per week or something.
Because Curtis brings up a very good point. You bring up a very good point. Like, what do you do? Like, do you delete all that information from the cloud and be like, oh, you did have an account information, but you refunded it, so we're going to erase all this information to kind of help defeat that, I'm trying to think of the word I'm thinking of right now, but like to help prevent that from happening. Yeah. Because what's to stop me from going, okay, I'm gonna buy Killing Floor 2 for $30. I'm gonna get that refund back, and then I saw my saved information. I feel like playing Killing Floor again. I'm gonna spend the $30 again, and then go back and forth on it. What's to prevent that?
I'm pretty sure. Well, nothing, because some of that information is saved on your desktop too.
Yeah.
So it's not something that they can just remove either.
You would have to be re-downloading and reinstalling the game every time you want to play it, which is a deterrent for sure. Plus, I'm sure they have something in place that you can only buy and refund a game once. Right? That would make sense to stop that from happening.
But on the plus side, though,
to see what the fallout is.
On the plus side, because we know that we all have our one friend who gets screwed over every time when this happens. It helps prevent buying a game and then crap, it just went on sale like for a much cheaper price.
The next day.
And so it's like, oh, if I would have just waited, then yeah, I could get a refund with that.
I'm gonna go with more of the impulse buy, where you impulse buy something that looks really cool but has no reviews, and it's terrible.
Yeah.
But, you play it and you're like, this is really bad, and you just sell it back. And I think in that case, that's great. It gets some quality control on Steam. But I'm just worried. I'm a little worried that it's going to drive some of the developers, the indie developers, off Steam.
It could, but
they probably had to do it though, right? Because didn't Origin do this recently? They have a 30-day refund policy for just about any of their games.
Yeah, but they keep a really tight lid on their games. It's only basically their first-party stuff and very, very limited third-party.
People use Origin?
Yeah, I do. I do here and there. They give me free games every once in a blue moon.
Yeah,
so
I saw those, and I'm like, what is it? They gave me Dead Space 1. I'm like, okay, that's decent.
Yeah.
And then they gave me Bejeweled 3. I'm like, why would, like, really?
We're
going to give you Wing Commander. It's like, come on. You're not even trying at this point.
They freaking gave me SimCity 2000, which is one of my favorite games from back in the day. So,
yeah.
I mean, I can't complain. These are games that, nobody can buy
free.
anyone
Free
anymore.
is free.
Yeah. It's going to be interesting to see what happens in the coming months that lie ahead, especially with the Steam sale coming up. I think that's going to be like the biggest. There's going to be your biggest proof right there is how is it going to do with the Steam sale, which I'm excited for. Which if you guys read our tweet on our Twitter page at that_game_show. Hey, should I buy this? No, because there's a Steam sale coming soon, and for games that you can buy, but you'll probably never play.
If you're like us, you'll buy 5 to 10 games and play maybe 1 or 2 of them.
I still haven't played South Park yet.
You don't want to lose money on these deals.
No,
right?
I mean you can't. Like, it's such a good deal, but it's like, I bought Dawn of War Retribution, and it was like because it was $5. I haven't played it yet, it was $5. But speaking of games that we haven't played, let's go to the opposite real quick. What have you guys been playing recently?
Oh, do you want to start with?
Let's start with Clegg on this one.
Yeah, I started last time.
My wife and I have been playing Chariot, which is a game for the Wii U. It's a platformer, 2-player platformer, where you are dragging around the coffin of your dead father.
Oh, I heard of this.
Oh.
Okay.
So it's actually really lighthearted in its visual presentation. It looks like a Mario game, sort of. But you have these ropes that you're pulling the coffin around, and you have to platform while maneuvering this object between you. And sometimes you have to dangle it like between two posts, and it's like hovering over lava, and you have to swing it across. It's a puzzle platformer. It's really fun. Yeah. And it's on the Wii, and I think it's on PC.
I think it's on PC as well because I saw a preview for it on there.
It's like $15. It's a cheap one.
Okay.
Speaking of Wii U, are you gonna get Splatoon anytime soon?
I'm really tempted because my cousin and I are both into the Wii U, and we were going to call our Squid Squad the Sherman-Williams Squid Squad.
Nice.
Just, alliteration. So maybe. It looks really good. The reviews have been pretty solid, like 8 out of 10, which is pretty good.
Yeah.
I just feel weird about playing a shooter on a Wii.
Well, it's not necessarily that it's a shooter on the Wii, but it's like it's. I was watching Peanut Butter Gamer talk about it. Like, the killing doesn't matter. It's all depends on you coding the area. And so I think it's kind of like a unique take on it because on the shooter genre. And especially, first off, good on Nintendo for actually making a new IP that's not Mario blank.
Yeah.
You're right.
So,
You're right.
first
Absolutely.
off, good on them. Secondly, it's a creative game because you are going into a shooter multiplayer market, which has been very heavy, very populated by Call of Duties and Call of Duties. And so you have now, I don't have to kill, I just have to paint the town red, literally, and like to help win. I think it's unique, and I can't really get mad about it. Also, you can be a squid or a kid or a squid now. It was in the trailer, so it's a very catchy tune. So yeah.
It
looks cool.
Definitely tempting me. I might get that and report back next week. We shall see. But that one has gotten very good reviews. And I did just check. Chariot is on all platforms.
Okay.
Cool.
So
Awesome.
check that one out. It's a good
I'll
one.
have to give it a shot.
Jet.
Right now, my life is being taken over by Persona 4 on my Vita. I am playing I've probably clocked next to 40 hours this week on it
Jeez.
because it's just been so good. Like, that game, I hate JRPGs, okay? Let me just flat out say this. I don't like them, but I picked this one up kind of on an impulse buy, and I have been playing I'm like over 100 hours in the game, and I'm not even halfway done, and I'm just enjoying the ever-living crap out of it.
That's good.
It's pretty amazing. And I'm also playing Pillars. I stopped just a little while ago because I'm starting to start a D&D campaign, and I don't need to play D&D while I'm running D&D, so...
Makes sense.
Yeah, you get your lore mixed up.
I'm kind of surprised none of you guys have played Witcher 3 yet, because it seems like that's what everybody's just been talking about.
It's true, but I got burned by the last RPG I went into, and I'm really waiting for Batman. Batman is in like a week and a half. I'm gonna be diving into that one pretty deep.
Have you pre-ordered?
Yes, through a third party, not Steam. They're giving me a Steam
Gaming?
code. No, a different place actually, which has me a little nervous. But
Green Man Gaming 40% off on
I
Batman.
got it for 50%.
What?
40% off on the Green Man Gaming.
What's the service I used? I'll keep going. I'll tell you in a second the service I used.
Yeah, like because I'm trying to remember who I was talking to. It was either Mel Weezy or it was Johnny Boy, but both of them, I believe both of them are playing it, but one of them is like saying like this is absolutely incredible, and
Witcher
like
3?
Yeah, and what was it? GameSpot gave it a 10, which I think if that was before 2004, it's like, oh, that's a really good game. But nowadays, I feel like they're just giving it to like most AAA titles. But IGN gave it a high score as well, and apparently like this is legit, and they have apparently a card game that's better than Hearthstone as well.
As the mini game within it, I keep hearing about that thing.
So I have a confession. I was a really big fan of the first Witcher game, but I've never actually beaten the second game, which is the whole reason why I haven't bought the third game. I'm just lazy. That's all it comes to. I own it. I have it. I just haven't played it.
I just remember the first one coming out, and it came with like this giant book of like, I think it was lore, but it was also like what to expect from the game and all this stuff. And I was like, good lord, this will never ever take in American markets, just because one, because it's a book. Two, it's a massive book that doesn't have the words Harry or Potter in it. And so it's like it won't fly.
Or
Twilight. Oh man.
or Rings.
Yeah. That's another good one. That's another good one.
Yeah.
But you have to realize that that's like it's Poland's like one of their biggest exports or something weird like that. Was it Poland or
The Witcher?
Yeah, The Witcher is like a big deal in whatever country the legend comes from. I don't remember where. Off the top. I think it's Poland. And like that president, when he came and visited Barack Obama, gave him a copy of Witcher 2 when he came over. It was literally that. No, I'm literally that big of a deal for them.
Wow. Okay.
It's like the equivalent of like George Washington legend. That's probably George Washington. Maybe what's a good Paul Bunyan? Maybe or I don't know. Whatever American folk legend you want to go with.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
So,
one of the games I have
the service, by the way, is cdkeys.com.
I've heard of them.
I'll let you know how it goes because I hadn't heard of them before this, but it's 50% off. So hopefully that turns out
I may
well.
just take the extra 10% and just stick with Green Man because
I think that's probably a good idea.
Yeah.
Because I haven't heard of these people before, but Green Man Gaming didn't have the deal when I wanted it. So
you gotta wait. You gotta wait.
Mm-hmm.
One of the games I've been playing, I just finished it the other night. I originally did a Let's Play on this series, but then I got, which I'll talk about that in just a second. I've been playing The Vanishing of Ethan Carter, which was a game that I heard Total Biscuit talk about, and he said he was kind of interested in it. It's a narrative-driven game that does not hold your hand. And that is what it literally says, like the first opening minute. This is a narrative-driven game that will not hold your hand. And so I was like, okay, I'm decent at games. Like, all right, so cool. I'll do this first puzzle. So I tried this first puzzle, and it literally took me about 40 minutes to try to figure this out. And I'm like, good lord, if this is like a stepping stone for like what's to come, like I'm so screwed. Well, that first puzzle was actually like the fourth puzzle, and I've passed like the first three, and I'm like,
You just, like, didn't see him at all.
yeah, I didn't see them at all, and so
Wow.
yeah, it's like I think the only reason I missed them is because well, first off, I'm an idiot, and two, like I watched some developer commentary on it because I thought they're going to show me like the making of, but no, it actually showed me like the beginnings, like, oh, this is how you do this first thing. It's like, oh, well, I'm just an idiot, but it kind of gave me like a good step into how to get into it. But you could literally probably play the game, like if it wasn't for me kind of like going, oh, this is a house, I probably have to go into this house. If it wasn't for me having like the instinctual like knowledge for it, you could literally go throughout the entire island and not know what to do. And it's crazy.
Open world.
Yeah. It's just, it takes place on an island, and I finished it. I think I clocked maybe about 6-7 hours, and I think I had an extra hour just to get the rest of the achievements. But it's a fun game. There was especially like one part that I hated because it gave me jump scares. And it like you don't see it coming. Like you don't face any enemies except for one guy, and he goes like not slender, but he's slender-ish, where he will just literally pop up and you just go, "Oh crap," and you start booking it. Or else he just like pops up in front of you and just like scares you. But yeah, and so I did a Let's Play series on that, and I made 5 episodes. The second episode got flagged for third party, and it was like, oh, because the music. It's like, okay. So I tried turning off the music. Whoa, my entire Let's Play is dull, and because it's just me talking with no music in the background. It's like, do I really want to put out this quality of crap right now, or do I want to wait? Because like there's other parts that are really cool, and I wanted to show the world, but no, because the music's good and it's third party registered. So
yeah, that's a problem.
It is a problem, and so I'm just thinking like, did YouTube flag this, or did the astronauts, the company that makes it, did they flag this? Because if they did, that means they watched it. But that also means they didn't like it enough to where they were just like, yeah, X, nope, that's our content, get them off.
I'm pretty sure they have algorithms that just listen for the music and can match it up.
Yeah,
it might also be they don't want you to get past a certain point and show off a certain point of the game.
Yeah, that was a problem with a lot of people because, they're watching Let's Play and expecting no spoilers, and guess what happens when someone plays through the entire game? You get spoilers, and they were getting upset because
they need to
reasons.
They need to be aware of that.
Yeah.
I mean, let's technically go through the entire game. So.
You would think that would be obvious, but for some people, it was not.
No.
Okay.
Yeah. People are stupid sometimes, but that's okay.
Yeah.
All right. It is game time. We're going to play another edition of Name That Game. It seems to be, fairly going, pretty well so far. So I'm going to keep on going with that. I have a game, and then Curtis actually has a game as well. So I will actually get to play.
I have a question for your game. So
okay.
So I'm just continuing your thing, but you get a guess this time.
Okay. Alrighty. So here we go. Round 1 of Name That Game. We will start off with Curtis started the topic, so Clegg.
We're still doing the same rules, right? 10 questions.
10 questions and then
open.
Then it's open.
Okay. Is this? Let's try to get the genre first. Is it a shooter?
No.
A piece of paper. Is it an RPG?
No.
Is it a platformer?
No.
Is this a sports game?
No.
Do you want me to tell you what it is? I can tell you what type of genre it is.
You don't know?
It's probably an action adventure, I would guess.
Is it an action RPG? All right, yeah, that's a good one. Action adventure.
Action adventure? Is that what you're going to stick with?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Is this a recent release in the last 5 years?
Let me double check that, because I have a feeling like I would say yes, but like watch it be like.
Yeah, how about you rephrase the
Like
question to
like 10 years and it just got away from us because we're old.
Yeah,
how
because
about
like
you rephrase
sometimes
the
I think like
question?
5 years is like, oh yeah, year 2000.
How about you rephrase the question to generation of console? Then you can.
Well, if I know whether it's in the last 5 years or not.
Well, that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. So it's the
No,
same question.
it did not
pretty
come out
much.
the last 5 years.
Okay.
Okay. Was this pre 360 era? That's 360, PlayStation 2.
That's like PlayStation 2, Xbox, GameCube era.
Right, Xbox 360, PlayStation,
3.
that era. Is it before that?
Is
Oh,
rephrase your question, because I'm hearing two different things. Did it?
did it come out before the 360 did?
No.
Okay. Is this a console exclusive game?
It was. And then it got re-released onto another console later.
Okay. Action RPG. Is this set in the future?
No.
Is it set in medieval times?
No. Curtis, you're free now.
Curtis, we're up.
Okay, so it's an action adventure. We know it's in the Xbox 360, PlayStation 3, Wii.
It's probably not a Nintendo game if it was released on other platforms.
Yeah, probably not.
Or if it is, we wouldn't think of it as a Nintendo game. It's not a first-party Nintendo game.
Well, let's narrow this out really quick. Is this I'm trying to think of how to phrase this properly. Is it part of a series of games?
Yeah, it's part of a franchise.
Yes.
Define franchise.
Final Fantasy 1 through 8, Devil May Cry, blah 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 through blah blah blah, etc.
There are multiple games in this same
franchise.
Yes, there are
yeah.
multiple games in that same franchise.
In the same franchise. Okay. Should we try to narrow the console? Is that what we're?
I mean, if it got released on both, we would know it from both, I would assume.
But it was released on one initially, so it's not. We said not medieval. We said not
futuristic.
That's futuristic. It's an action adventure. Action adventure. Oh, I had a weird thought, but it's probably not that one. Do you want me to?
Is this party based?
Is
And by that I mean, are you assembling a group of people or are you playing a single character?
Yes or no questions.
Okay, say yes if you play a single person. Say no if you are assembling a group of players.
Yes.
A group of characters.
You are playing a single player. Okay.
Single person. Okay.
Okay, it's an action adventure game. Is it okay? I'm going to ask this question. It's a bit of a stupid question, but is the protagonist male?
Yes.
That was my next question, and the answer is yes.
It's male.
Almost 99%.
I know, but I was wondering if it was Bayonetta or something like that.
Did that come out on other platforms besides?
Yeah.
It did?
Yeah, it did.
Oh,
Bayonetta 2 came out on the Wii.
Right.
Bayonetta 1 was on all consoles.
Which that still baffles me how the second one's a Wii exclusive.
They basically reached an agreement that they would release it. They pay for it, basically.
Good for them.
Yeah. Okay, so it's a male protagonist. It's not modern. It's not medieval, which rolls out Link, which is the only one I could think.
Wouldn't come out on multiple consoles anyway.
Yeah, I know. So, male protagonist.
This is on. Is this on a Xbox or PlayStation, or was it a mobile game? Was it a mobile game? Is the question.
It is not a mobile game.
Okay, so it's on a real console.
Okay.
I would never give you mobile games.
Yeah, that's
FYI. In the
Well, those
future.
are big.
Yeah, but I have no idea. Like, mobile market's completely outside my knowledge base.
Don't tell it to the Engage.
Well.
That's a very dated joke.
Yeah, that's a pretty dated joke. Oh,
I'm having a hard time with this one. I don't know.
Male
action
protagonist
RPGs.
action. It's not an action RPG. It's an action adventure.
Action adventure.
Hmm. Do one of the three of us in this conference call own the game?
Yes.
Huh. Now the question is it Chase that owns the game?
I think so.
You think so? You think it is?
Mm-hmm.
So that probably rules out of Xbox. So
It has no spiders in it, and it's probably for PlayStation.
So what's an action adventure game that's on
You have 5 more questions.
PlayStation that's well known, that's not medieval, and it's not
futuristic.
futuristic. So maybe modern?
Right. So what was that? Watch Dogs was one, but these aren't guesses. We're just talking out loud.
I don't think he's played Watch Dogs, so I don't think that counts.
Well, he doesn't have to have played the game.
My roommate has it.
He doesn't have to have played the game.
But
But that didn't come out in. He said it's older than 5 years. That did not come out over 5 years.
Right. And now I'm forgetting the question. It's older than that, but did it come out after the 360? Is that what we determined?
We didn't determine. We determined that it has to be on the 360, basically. That era of.
Okay, it's not before that.
No, it is not before that. Correct. We already.
We
asked that
determined right now that it was not on the PlayStation 2, Xbox, or the GameCube.
Oh, but it was newer. Correct.
That was the question.
That was the question. Was it newer?
Was it that forward?
We said it didn't come out in the last 5 years.
Oh, so we haven't determined whether. Where's Murph when you need him? Is this on the PC?
No.
Okay, so it wasn't known for being on the PC.
What's that raccoon game where you're a spy or a thief?
That would be a platformer though. That is pretty hardcore platform.
And the game you're thinking of is Sly Cooper.
Yes,
That one, thank you.
that one.
That is fun.
Yeah, most recent one though was not on PS3 though, right? No,
The most recent one was on. No, most recent one's on PS3.
Yeah, okay. So it's an action adventure, male character.
4 more questions.
I'm really weak when it comes to PlayStation games. I had a PlayStation 1, and that was it.
I have a PlayStation 3. I just can't think of what. Okay, I have to ask this question because it's bugging me. Is the main character a human, meaning, or at one time a human?
He is human.
He is human.
That rules out
That's
Spyro
important.
the Dragon.
Well, yeah, I was like,
I know.
well, I was making sure it wasn't Ratchet or Clank or like anything like that.
Oh yeah, sure.
So how many do we have left?
3.
We have 3. We have 3 questions left.
3 questions
So it's
left.
a human question. It's a human. It's a human question.
Can we enact a hint?
No.
Power that we get? Do we get a hint?
No, I think this is good. I'm a little bit baffled, but it's not.
I mean, just name off some action adventure games. Curtis,
I think we need to determine the time period. Is this a modern game? As in, it takes place in modern times.
Yes.
Okay, that's an important one that we needed to know. It's in modern time. Modern time. Main character is human, or was at one point human. It's probably a PlayStation 3, Xbox 360. Was there? Takes place in modern time.
If it is, there's so much emphasis on my nose. I hate it.
Well, then stop doing it.
I'm not. That's why I'm moving it this way. Oh no, I shouldn't do that. Vertigo.
Okay, do you want me just to rapid fire some stuff?
I think
Well, you got 2 questions to rapid fire with, so it's double barrel shotgun.
Well, no,
Out off
we aren't guessing these.
The first thing that comes to mind is it's Grand Theft Auto, right? Grand Theft Auto 5.
Which one? Okay.
No, but those did not come out in the last 5 years. So the only one that could have, or it was older than 5 years. It could be Grand Theft Auto like 4.
Could be Vice City
No, Vice City's too old.
or San Andreas.
That's also too old. The only one it could be is Grand Theft Auto 4 because Grand Theft Auto 5 just came out. Another one could be Watch Dogs, but that's not old enough.
Yeah, that's not old enough. We said.
It could be Devil May Cry, like the new remake Devil May Cry. But that seems kind of unlikely. It could be Prince of Persia, but that wasn't super mainstream. The last one wasn't super mainstream, even though Chase wishes it was super mainstream.
Hold on, wait. Are we gonna have this debate? Like, Prince of Persia was mainstream enough to get its own movie.
I'm talking about the PS3 one, though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I think
Oh, okay.
Grand
Then
Theft Auto
yeah,
is a good
that
guess.
was an abomination.
that one wasn't really like pretty well known. I didn't even realize it came out.
I thought you were talking about. I thought you were talking about Sands of Time trilogy. And I was like, that was great.
No. That one was top of the line action platform.
Yeah, the other one, like I played that over at our friend Ben's house, and it's like that one was just
interesting.
Oh no, like it was fun, but the ending was just like god awful. I hated it. But anyway, 2 more guesses.
2 more guesses. Okay, so it's not out on the PC, so that rules out Witcher. It's in modern times. Modern times. Is this
an RPG anyway? I think Grand Theft Auto is a good guess.
I think it is, but I think we need to narrow it down even more. Is the main character known for having a specific weapon?
Yes.
Okay, that's important. He's known for having a specific weapon.
So that's not Grand
Final
Theft Auto.
question.
So it's modern time. He has a very specific weapon that he uses.
Yes.
I mean, some of the Final Fantasy games take place in modern times,
But that's
don't
not.
they?
It's future.
Yeah, they're all
Future.
future.
Yeah.
Oh.
So it can't be any of those. What the heck is a game that takes place in modern time that has a specific weapon?
I watched.
What are you referring to when you say modern time? By the way,
Modern time, as in cars and.
Okay. Yes.
I'm talking about like how the world is basically right now.
You are correct.
For the most
You are correct.
part.
It is in modern time.
Oh.
Final question, and then you have to name a game.
It's known for a well-known weapon. I mean, the only one I can think of is Devil May Cry. That's the only one I literally can think of that makes any sense.
Do you want to ask a question real quick? So I'm going to give you to one guess after you ask your final question.
Each one of us gets one guess. So what's a PlayStation 3 game, or what's that era of game, which has a very specific weapon taking place in modern time? Oh, I don't know, man.
I don't know.
Okay, I'm just gonna ask: does it have demons in it?
No, that was your final guess.
Okay.
So
it's not
Clegg,
Devil May
since you started, you will get the first
No
guess.
idea.
I'm gonna let you keep your Devil May Cry one, Curtis.
It's not that one. It can't be. I just asked if there were demons in it. That would have
Alright.
been.
I'm going to give you wait for it.
No, it's fine.
I'm going to give you 30
No,
seconds.
We have no idea.
So just make a guess. Make a
Make a
random
guess.
guess.
You have 30
at this
seconds.
point.
One of the Spyro games had to come out on that platform, right? Spyro the Dragon.
But it was a human.
No, shoot.
Is that
right?
okay? 20 seconds. I had to wait so
It's
my
human,
timer
a
actually
specific-
has it. Is
It was a human, a specific weapon.
Uncharted.
that your guess?
That's my guess.
Uncharted is incorrect. Curtis,
That's incorrect.
Mm-hmm.
you have 30 seconds.
A specific weapon. Ninja Gaiden? I don't know.
Is that your guess?
Yeah.
Ninja Gaiden. Which one?
You're fucking kidding me. Sorry.
Gosh, I'm making you work now.
Sorry. Black. Ninja Gaiden Black, the first one.
Ninja Gaiden Black. If you were to guess Ninja Gaiden Z, you still would have been wrong because it's not Ninja Gaiden.
What was it?
It was No More Heroes. Originally came out for the Nintendo Wii and then got re-released onto the PlayStation 3
Yeah.
No
That's
more
with the
He's
hero
right.
with the hero Travis Touchdown, who is a human in modern day, known for having a beam katana.
he's right.
Came out in 2008.
We got
heard of this game.
We got screwed because we were thinking it wasn't on the Nintendo platform.
And so I'm just thinking, like, I'm just gonna let them ride out this whole PlayStation thing.
Oh, that's hey.
I've never heard of this.
I was
game.
waiting for you because
game.
oh yeah, it's so good.
It's a well-known Wii game.
Yeah.
It's probably one of the most well-known Wii games.
I would say it's like the best Wii game, but then again, it's like that's up for controversy. That's up for debate. But
yeah,
it's one of the debates.
I think it's pretty much
the best
Wii games.
Yeah. All right. So you now have a game, correct, Curtis?
Yes, I have the exact same thing, except for I have a different game.
Okay. And what game is this?
No, I'm saying it's the same one that you were just talking about.
Darn it! I was trying to pull it out of you. All right. So am I starting with am I starting with the 10?
Yeah. Let's start with Chase.
Okay.
Go ahead, Chase.
Did it come out before the year 2000?
Man, you're gonna make me look up
I
what
am.
year it came up. Okay. Let's see here. It did come out. Oh wait. What was that? A yes or no question?
Did it come out before the year 2000?
Did it come out before the year 2000? No.
All right, so it came out after what you're looking at.
Correct.
Okay, looking at N64, PlayStation. Okay, so it's either okay. Did it come out within the past 5 years?
No.
So you're looking at
Okay, so it's between 5 and 10 years.
5 to 10 years. We're looking at either N64 era or looking at. Oh, wow,
No,
that's three eras.
That was GameCube, wasn't it?
2000?
When did the GameCube come out? Hold
2002.
On. GameCube, really?
2002.
Oh my God.
So we're still like we dwindled it down to 3 eras. All right, so let's at least get the time frame. All right.
2001. Yeah.
Did it come out during the? Hold on. Actually, let's rephrase this. Did it come out on a console, or is the game on a console?
Is it?
Okay.
Is the game on a console?
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Did it come out during the Xbox, PlayStation 2, GameCube era?
Yes.
Okay. All right, so now we need to figure out the genre. Is it an RPG?
No.
Is it a shooter?
No.
So it's not an RPG. It's not a shooter. Which
You
sucks.
have 4 more.
I have 4 more. Not an RPG, not a shooter. It did come out, and it came out during the Xbox, GameCube, PlayStation 2 era. Is it a console exclusive?
At the time.
I hate those.
Actually,
Not a
no.
remake.
Actually, I think this one was a console exclusive.
Okay.
And it came out on a console.
Mm-hmm.
Keep going in the genre.
Yeah. What did I say? RPG and shooter.
Right.
Is it? I'm trying to think. Like PlayStation didn't have, or that era didn't really have platformers. I'm trying to think what was big back then. Like it was shooters were generally big.
Your action adventure games.
Yeah.
Like you had.
Was it an action adventure?
No.
Okay.
You have 2 more questions before it goes on to both
I'm
of
thinking
you.
it could be an RTS. Because he knows I hate those.
RTS on a PlayStation?
That's true. RTS, like there's no RTSs on a console. Like StarCraft
They
tried it.
They tried StarCraft once. It didn't work.
Yeah, that
out
was
very
awful.
Well.
All right, so it could be a platformer then, which it could be Sonic Adventure 2. Well, no, because it came out. I'm trying to think because of like Sonic Adventure 2 Battle came out for the GameCube, but at the same time, like he could also say like he would.
I mean,
Yeah.
you can't say there weren't any platformers going on. There's always Nintendo platformers.
Was it a platformer?
No.
Okay. Well, damn, screw you, Clegg, for making me ask that question.
I didn't make you do anything.
Yeah.
I'm just the little angel sitting on your shoulder.
Yeah.
Hey, it could be this.
Hey, listen.
Okay, so we've listed action adventure. We've mentioned Is it a racing game?
No.
I thought he was going with Burnout.
That is 10.
That is 10.
It is now open.
Gosh.
Is it a sports game?
No.
Jeez, what's left?
It's probably like a puzzle game, maybe.
Are you asking that question?
Hold on. Let me get my genres right. So it's not sports. It's not RPG. It's not shooter. It's not action adventure. It's not platformer.
It's not a racing game.
It's not a racing game. It's not a puzzle game.
Did we ask that?
No, we didn't.
Did
I was trying to see if I can catch him off guard.
Did you ask that?
Is it a puzzle game?
Some might call it a puzzle game, but it is not normally. I will give you this. It is not normally considered a puzzle game.
Okay, so it has puzzle elements to it.
Potentially, but don't let that get you hung up on it. Some might call it, but that's kind of a weird way to explain what this game is. Normally, you would not put it in the puzzle category. You have 8 questions left.
Is this part of a franchise? Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Ooh, I just thought it could be Longest Journey. I think
What category is that?
I don't know. It's one of those like adventure games, but at the same time, it's like I'm trying to think like he could be going to like point and click element, but like I'm trying to think of what would be a point and click game on the like that era. The only thing I could think of was Longest Journey.
Well-known game.
Yeah, I don't know that one. Although that might just be me. I don't know.
You didn't know No More Heroes. That's you'll smell. Gosh, the segment's taking a while too.
Okay.
And it was a console exclusive. So we could literally just whittle it down and just be like, was it Xbox? No. Was it PlayStation? No. It's because it had to be GameCube. Unless he went mobile.
No, he said it was console.
Okay, he said console. That's true. Okay.
Real quote-unquote system.
Do you want to try to dwindle down the console and just try to...
Yeah, that's probably a good... Okay, how do we do this in as few questions as possible? We don't want to blow 3 questions on this.
I mean, if it's not Xbox and it's not PlayStation 2, then it should be the GameCube. Because no other console came out. Let's guess PlayStation 2 first, because I feel like that has the bigger library. Did it come out?
Okay.
Was it exclusive on the PlayStation 2?
Yes.
All
There
right.
you go. Good guess. Good guess.
How many questions do we have left? That is not a question.
You have 6 questions left.
Okay.
Is the protagonist of the story human? Humanoid? Not an animal. Okay, this is interesting.
Ooh.
It's not just a
We
human.
got him thinking.
No. Without giving too much away, I will say that there isn't really a protagonist.
Maybe it's party-based then.
What is this, like Myst or something? I mean, like...
Nope.
No,
You'll understand when you figure it out. Everything will make sense.
Is this a party-based system where you play more than one character? So there's no one main person.
Ask that in a different way. You're asking it in a strange way. Simplify that question.
Do you play more than one character in this game at the same time?
It's hard for me to answer that question.
Okay, then don't count it.
I'm not counting it, but I'm telling you it's incredibly difficult for me to answer that question.
Hold on, let me look at my games real quick. Let me see if it's on my PlayStation 2 list. I'm figuring this out!
Feel free to ask more questions. I'm just saying I can't in good faith answer that question for a couple reasons that I will explain afterwards.
Okay, so they're not exactly human.
Don't dwell on that at all.
We still haven't even figured out the genre of this game. RPG. We're gonna hit ourselves once we
Yes,
hear it, aren't we?
yes, you are.
Okay.
You'll
So-
smell.
This one's good. I like this one.
Racing.
Yeah, I don't have any puzzle-like games. I really have a lot of shooters for my PlayStation.
Don't dwell on puzzle-like at all. Don't dwell on puzzle-like, and don't dwell on the fact that some of the...
I hate you. I know what it is, I think.
What is it?
What
is it?
I have a feeling it's Indigo
it?
Prophecy.
Yes?
Is it Indigo Prophecy?
No.
Dang it! Oh my gosh, I was so sure of that. I was hard in everything.
I would also consider that to be probably an action adventure.
That was a narrative-driven story. How many questions do we have left?
You have 4.
5, 4.
4.
What's the one where you're jumping off of skyscrapers, Chase?
Mirror's Edge.
That one. Would you call that one a platformer, though? Probably.
No. I mean, it's like... Yeah,
Was
sorry,
that PS2?
That was
that PS2?
That was PS2, but it also had like shooting elements as well in combat. So...
Oh, it did?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I only remember playing that game at your house, Curtis.
That was a lot of fun. I love that game. I own that game.
Well, I thought that was on the PC as well.
It did come out for PC.
Yeah, okay. So
It
that's
was
not good.
multi-platform.
For many reasons. Oh, here's a question. Is this a multiplayer game?
Yes.
Okay, that helps.
I almost want to say it's like Champions of Norath, but that's an RPG.
Oh. Okay. Well, you didn't guess that, right?
Correct.
You want to guess if it's a fighting game?
It is not.
That's a
it is-
genre.
It is not a fighting game.
Jeez.
You have 2 questions left.
Especially like what fighting game has puzzle elements in it?
Mortal Kombat, Puzzle Fighter.
Oh, please.
But no, it's not a fighting game. You have 2 questions left. There is one genre you just... I'll tell you what. For these 2 clues, I will give you a hint.
Can we barter that down to 1?
No.
We've missed a genre.
Yep.
Clearly. I say we take it, Chase. Just
Do
to
you want
narrow
it?
it down. We could guess and still not be anywhere near the genre.
That's true. Do you want to do that? Do you want to sacrifice
let's
the 2?
do it.
For the sake of the segment,
Let's do
yes.
it.
Let's do it. Because we're
Okay.
running way too
So-
long.
Okay, I am... The original game, the game that I'm talking about, had a peripheral.
A peripheral.
Oh my gosh! It's either one of 2 games. It's either Steel Battalion or it's Guitar Hero.
Oh, music. Oh, yeah. That's okay. Or is it Rock Band? Or did that not come out till PS3?
The original game. Oh, he could go with that because it came with peripheral too. Oh my gosh!
I think you go Guitar Hero though, because that's the more well-known one. I think.
Is that the one you get? You guess Guitar Hero.
All right, both get a guess, don't we? I'll guess Guitar Hero.
It's right. That's Guitar
Oh,
Oh wow, we just missed that entire
Man,
category. You're right.
That's a defunct category.
It
Like,
is.
you know what I mean? Like
It
there's
is.
nothing there. Anyways, I apologize for that. Taking so long.
That one was
Jeez,
rough.
that-
You're right.
that one
you
was
don't really
rough.
play one character because you're a band.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's why I was
That's
like,
why-
I can't really answer some of these questions because it doesn't really have a protagonist. Is it a human?
Puzzle game. Well, yeah, they're human.
Well, yeah, but sometimes you play like a
You
skeleton
play,
and stuff like that
sometimes
too.
you play as Death, and
So I can't be like,
Yeah.
yeah, totally. Actually, that might have been in 2 where you play as Death. Now that I think about it. 2 or 3.
1 or 2, I think.
Definitely.
I think you played as
But
Death in
anyways.
the first one, but either way, great job, Curtis, on that game. That was tough.
That was a rough
Yeah,
one.
sorry, that was a hard one.
That
but it's a well-known
was
game.
I would not even come close. Like I was thinking, I was almost thinking narrative driven. I was like, okay, it could be Longest Journey. It could be.
I have never actually even heard of Longest Journey.
Oh, really?
so- yeah, I know it exists, but I wouldn't be able to tell you anything about the game. So
I bet
that's
you if
why
I was like, do I own the game? Yes. All right, be back in a minute, and just like look through all of them.
I know, but that question never came up.
that
So,
question never did come up.
I actually thought of you specifically when I put that one up there.
Oh, that's tough.
Yeah,
So
it
I
happens.
like the rule of 2 questions, you get a hint.
Yeah, that I probably should have made you guys blow 4 for that one because that was a pretty big.
That
hint.
was.
I was,
But I mean, it's one of those like. First off, the segment ran way too long. But
Yeah, sorry about
yeah,
that.
it's all right. But it's like at the same time, I would have never even guessed Guitar Hero.
Yeah,
I would have
That was
never
just
even guessed it. So
strange.
That was a good
odd-
one.
Yeah.
yeah. All right.
Anyway,
So moving along to our final topic of the day, where in about 2 weeks, June 16th. E3 will finally be happening. We also got word that Morgan Webb and Adam Sessler will reunite since being on XPlay, and they will do something after the Bethesda conference.
It's a big deal.
Bethesda also recently just had a little graphic where it's with just a little clock that says, please stand by, where people are speculating that it's Fallout 4, but it will be announcing soon. Guys, let's speculate for a little bit. What do you want to see at E3 / what do you think is going to happen at E3? We will start off with Clegg.
I want to see a bunch of really well thought out, really well designed virtual reality games. I think what we're going to get is a bunch of half-assed early on versions of virtual reality games. But it's a stepping stone, because I'm really excited about 5 years from now when there's a standard or multiple standards in place for VR equipment. It's somewhat affordable. There's some really good games out that immerse you in all these different worlds. And I think this could be the first E3 where we start to see the first step towards some really cool stuff. You know, we got 3 or 4 headsets coming out in the next year and a half. Mm-hmm. So it's an exciting time, and they really have to start convincing people that, first of all, they can deliver on the experience, and 2, the cost is going to be somewhat affordable for a decent amount of consumers, right?
Yeah. Curtis?
Well, I know what I'm going to see in Bethesda, so I'm almost positive. Yeah, it's Fallout 4. There's without a doubt it's Fallout 4. I'm assuming we're probably going to at least hear something about Dishonored 2. Doom is walking around there a little bit too. Those are the 3 ones I expect to see. From Bethesda, I expect to see some sort of Watch Dogs 2 from Ubisoft. All the normal, hey, this is the Madden, so on and so forth, from EA and all that jazz. I'm hoping to see, some new IPs out. Something that convinces me to finally buy one of these new consoles. I haven't seen it yet. I haven't seen anything that I'm really like, I have to play that game yet.
Yeah.
In a while, at least.
Yeah.
So that's what I want.
Oh, I have another one. What I really want to see, No Man's Sky.
Oh, yeah.
Ready to go this time.
Yeah.
Give us a release date.
Tomorrow.
I'm excited.
E3s.
First off, I'm excited to see Adam Sessler and Morgan Webb getting back together, because Curtis definitely knows, and Clegg not as much. I love X Play and extended play. That was the name of the show before it switched to X Play. Fun fact. And I love seeing them get back together and do their stuff. Minus the crappy G4 stuff. What I want to see, Unreal Tournament 2016 or whatever. I want a new Unreal Tournament that's actually fast-paced, but I know I won't get that. I want to see Half-Life 3, or at least Half-Life 2 Episode 3, but I won't get that. Because I'm interested to see what's going to happen at the PC conference, because I think that's going to offer a lot of... I think it's going to offer a few cool things, because it's not exactly a console thing, because that's just consoles have their own specific press conferences, and those are big, but nobody owns PC, so it's what are we really gonna get out of this? Maybe Tim Schafer coming and be like, hey, I got this new idea, or something like that, or Peter Molyneux. But
I think that's where we're gonna see a lot of the VR specific
probably
I wouldn't mind happen. Oh, well, and an interesting point is, sorry, I'm cutting your time. Never mind, we can talk about this afterwards.
But what I'm anticipating, what we're probably going to see is, I think Clegg nailed it. You guys both pretty much nailed it. You're going to see the new Madden. You're going to see Call of Duty Black Ops 4. You're going to see, hopefully you'll see Dishonored 2, because I love the first Dishonored. It was so good, and I'd always recommend that to anybody. What else is there?
we're going to see some of the staples, right? We're going to see Halo.
Yeah, you're going to see Halo 5. You're probably going to see Mario, Cricket, whatever.
Star Fox, right?
Star Fox. We're going to get into Star Fox. But we're probably going to see some Mario sports game or whatever.
Of course.
I think the one thing that's kind of disappointing me is the fact that I want to speculate new IPs, but there's not going to be any. Oh, Uncharted 4. But, I realized. I just remembered. Okay. ADD, whatever. We should we should be getting a glimpse of the new David Cage game. David Cage being the director of Quantic Dream, who's helped done games like Beyond Two Souls, Indigo Prophecy, Heavy Rain, Omicron, like a bunch of those. Because now this happened with me, and so I can't fully verify that, oh, hey, it's probably going to come out this year. But I tried to get David Cage an interview on the show, and he said, no, I would love to, but I'm dedicating all my time into this game, our new game, hopefully coming out this year. Now, I don't think it'll come out this year, but I think what you'll see is him unveiling it for the PS4 and selling me on getting a PS4. So you could see an Uncharted 4, you could see David Cage coming out and doing that. Which, speaking of interviews, Grant Kirkhope, Thursday. I'm excited. I don't know how I did it, but I did it. So that's my...
Explain who he is.
Grant Kirkhope is the musical composer for such games as Banjo-Kazooie, Banjo-Tooie, Donkey Kong 64, Grabbed by the Ghoulies, Kingdoms of Amalur, Civilization, Beyond Middle-earth. Or, excuse me, Beyond Earth. Wow.
Beyond Middle-earth.
Different.
Yes,
I want to play that game.
I want that one.
He did GoldenEye, Perfect Dark. I know I'm missing a few. He did Cityville too. That's just random. But like, he did a lot of the Rare games before he left in 2008, I believe.
Okay.
But he's a big composer, BAFTA-nominated composer for Civilization, Beyond Earth. Gosh, I keep on saying Beyond Middle Earth. And he also won numerous awards as well. So he's a brilliant composer. Cool. So yeah, check that out soon. But that is also my PrE3 speculation for now. So we'll see in the coming weeks who was right, who was wrong, and what we can get excited about, which I'm excited for that episode because that's going to be glorious, but it's also going to be extra long, but that's okay. Yeah. So, other than that, anything else you guys want to mention or talk about?
Nothing I can think
Nothing?
of. Steam sale.
Steam sale is June 11th.
Steam sale is coming up soon. Amazon sale is already happening. Sort of preemptively to try to get ahead of that. So they got some good ones there. I think I'll do Splatoon for next week and report back.
All right.
So that'll be good.
All right. And yeah, we'll definitely probably, well, that's next week. But yeah, it's not. I was going to say next week we'll talk about the Steam sales. Like, oh, that's not going to happen because that's for another 2 weeks. It's
not going to be until Thursday.
Yeah. So Thursday is going to be like that nice summer weekend where we're just going to be like, oh, I should do this. Or I should just buy video games. Anyway. So that is it for the show. Thank you guys very much for watching, whether you're listening to us via podcast or watching us on YouTube. Thank you guys very much for making us a part of your day. Make sure you like our Facebook page, facebook.com/thatnewshowshow. Also, you can follow me on Twitter @ChaseBunker, or you can follow the show on Twitter @that_game_show. If you're watching the video, please feel free to leave a like, comment down below what games you're excited about to see at E3. Also, take a look at our previous episode and tell us what you want, your little cheesy sci-fi movie to consist of. Or Latte No Mocha. Check out that one. Other than that, for Curtis Coe and Daniel Clegg, Murph Murphy, we'll miss you whenever you actually do get back. I am Chase Bunker. Have a great rest of your week, and we will talk to you guys next time.
Bye.
Bye.